And we are live.
It's my vibe.
Welcome to the table, everybody. Look at the new frames. Look how good they look. It is so nice. Thank you so much, Emmy, from Forge of Lore. And as you can see with the chat down there, thank you so much for Steve for getting back to me today. Our Steam plugin died this morning.
Oh no!
What we were using, I don't mean like the service was down. The entire website got taken down. Everything stopped functioning. And so having this here right now is very nice. Thank you, everybody. Oh, but yes, I am
Thank you.
I'm very excited for tonight. Now the chase is on, and I'm very excited.
Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing can go wrong.
But I will say that like
Nothing ever bad happens
to
to
the
the
Kennedys. What I did see, although because I kind of looked over Kate's shoulder today, I looked into like the secret chat of our like Discord.
No!
No! I didn't see any messages. I saw that there were 35 new messages.
That makes it sound like we have a much more extensive plan than we have.
Oh, did I just run in a direction?
Hi,
Also,
Emmy!
You're here. Hello,
Yay!
Emmy. Look how good this looks. This is so good.
Emmy, thank you
I
much.
am contained in a beautiful box.
It's so pretty.
Let me out of the box.
It's really so awesome. We already recorded a nice personal thank you, and of course we're gonna have a new kind of like short coming out. Yes, although I will say I'm so big, I'm so large.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah, but look, we take up the screen now, and Moss was right. The gold looks really good. it's all
Thank
awesome.
you.
It's super cool.
Man,
Yes, but
it's
thank
almost
you, Emmy.
like I've been doing art since I was in 5th grade.
Oh, and Emmy, feel free to toss a thank you over to Steve because he pointed me in the direction of the chat extension that we're using right now, and without his advice, we wouldn't have chat, and it would just be an empty box where chat would be. So, so yes,
It could be another box for you, Drew. You can take up 2 whole boxes.
I could make that happen
Just
right
like
now.
a man.
Just stretch you out really far.
Yep.
So very
Hey,
long and very
guys.
short.
I could do that. No, I'm not gonna do that now. I don't want to touch anything. Kate saw me putting all this together, and I was like unblinkingly locked in trying to make it all perfect. Yes, excellent, awesome. So glad that thank you made its way through. But is there anything else to date the video before we hop in?
End of January.
I'm just Ken should not have won.
What should have won?
What did it win?
It won at the Critics' Choice Awards for Best Song. Original song.
The whole it's the.
I mean, it did prove the movie's point, kind of ironically, in a sad way.
Right.
What was even up against it though? I forget.
Well, I think Barbie was nominated for I'm Just Ken and for What I Was Made For by Billie Eilish. I don't know the other songs too, which is unfortunate.
Maybe the Wish song? Did the Wish song get
No, Wish got
no, it
nominated for
should've.
no awards, as it fucking should.
I would have gotten up there. I would have hooted and hollered. I would have been Wish. Could you imagine Wish getting nominated? Could you even imagine that?
No, Mona
No
got nominated.
way.
No, Mona got nominated for an Oscar.
Hell yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Take that, Disney.
Yeah, exactly.
The way that Wish just completely like it wasn't even that it got famous because it was so bad. It's like no, but it came out and everyone's like, anyways, back to what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, oh man.
I've seen a lot of great video essays about how Wish is a kids movie, whereas other Disney movies were like family movies. So like something all everyone in the family could enjoy, and Wish is just a kids movie.
Yep.
Interesting.
Which is fine,
interesting.
like for all you Cocomelon iPad kids.
They're not
Yeah.
watching us. Hey, if you're
Yeah.
a Cocomelon iPad kid, get the fuck out of here. You're too
Yeah,
young.
what the fuck?
Go, get out.
Go clean your
my
iPad.
Go clean your iPad and say thank you to your parents if they deserve it.
Your mom's probably got those grease stains that are like in a perfect hex because it's Candy Crush. Don't clean it now.
Hey, find a documentary about a subject you're really interested in and just have fun.
So true.
Oh, okay. But with the Cocomelon speak out of the way, is there anything else in the docket besides one big thank you to Emmy and Steve for helping put this all together?
Just thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, and Emmy wants to see Wish, and everything is coming full circle.
I heard also like one of the critiques about it is is it a movie or is it
it's a movie. It's their 100th anniversary movie.
Apparently it was, oh my god.
That's nuts.
Apparently it was animated like TV style instead of movie style, and so it's like there's a big difference between how those work, and so yeah. And that's
I think it's supposed to look like it's supposed to look like watercolors too, which is it looks beautiful, just the plot is bad and the songs are bad.
It's just like it's a TV show it was a movie. It was a TV show that got turned into a movie.
Yeah.
Instead of a movie like and so.
Don't let us sway you from making your decisions, Emmy.
Emmy, live your life. You have a good time.
Yeah, live your life. Go
Don't
see it and let us know what you think.
Okay. I'm just talking around with the filter.
Chug.
And then does the Zoom, does the audio sound okay? I want to make sure the audio is all good. I had to rebuild everything from the ground up to make all this work.
Think so? It sounds
Pixar
good.
Disney any day. Hell yeah. Nice animated. Pog. Audio sounds great. Killer. Awesome. Okay. Then with all of that, is there anything else before we hop in and I make the music back to unwhimsy? Oh yeah, I mean, no, I mean in terms of like OBS, with just being OBS, and so like Zoom stuff and like my cam and my audio was all broken. Nothing that you did was the problem. I want to make that clear. But is there anything else before we hop in?
I'm scared.
Good.
Let us be whimsical.
Why
can't we be whimsical?
Okay, well I'm
That's
switching
what we're
it.
so good at.
We're so good at being whimsical
So
in
good at
nature.
whimsy.
Yeah, but whimsy only works if it's paralleled by just a horrendous stress. Horrendous stress and vampires.
No, that's literally not how it works.
Sherry, but old-ar.
Old
Ever see a fairy being like, "Oh, I gotta get that deadline done"? No.
in my recap, I have the word oldar spelled with the A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But speaking about getting whimsical, is there anything else before we begin?
Nah.
Ready to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Yes, and yes. All right. Then how about a deep and cleansing breath? We can hop right in. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, then please join me. Okay. And everything after the breath is canon. A quick recap before we jump in. It was a plan that was almost perfect. Amadeus Pavel has been rescued from the clutches of ear to ear and the endless laughter. But Jolies was assaulted by wolves and vampire spawn and a woman who is making me choke. A woman who, although Oldar, looked exactly like Cherie, who you guys will simply know as F for the time going forward. Now, you narrowly escaped, but we're gonna cut right back to the Laughter House with you guys fleeing away, and we are going to focus in again. The building on fire, half of it gone. Everything inside of the building completely incinerated, and you guys are hauling it just in a direction, which we will decide in a little bit. But we're gonna focus in on F, Havoc, and Chaos very quickly. Because before we get into all of this, the combat initiative essentially is over. But I need to make a roll to see if F, Havoc, and Chaos are going to pursue or are going to do anything else. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. Make a quick D20 roll.
That's okay. They don't have to do that. They don't gotta.
They don't
have to.
They can just stop. We've
no,
won already.
It's okay.
You know.
You don't have to
I'm
do
tired.
Don't
Yeah.
expend any more resources. You're so EP.
Yeah.
Cherie, disrespected by you. Hathor, aiding Cherie. F picks up her helm, puts it back on, covers her face back up with only her purple eyes being visible through it. She collects her sword, she collects her shield, and she immediately calls out, "Ballista!" And calls out for a ranged weapon. Now, with what I just rolled, She is not going to pursue you as she looks over and sees that Havoc and Chaos are both wounded, and that would be a bad call to get into battle and run away from her reinforcements. But she's going to take one more pot shot at one of you before you guys escape essentially into the reeds and are gone. Okay?
That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Absolutely awesome. Amadeus is going to be 1. Cherie, you are 2.
He's so far away.
They're so far away.
Oh, it's just a pot shot. Don't worry. Amadeus is 1.
No.
Cherie, you are 2. Cass, you are 3. Moss, you are 4. Sorry, Hopper,
Who's Moss?
Hopper, you are 4.
What am I doing here? Get me
out! Can one of you please roll a d4 for me?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Same
God.
brain.
I immediately forgot what all the numbers were. Okay. Which one was Amadeus again?
Amadeus is
1.
1.
Okay. My stupid boy. I got a 2.
You got a 2. Okay. That's going to be Cherie. Appropriate.
That's great.
For the
that's what we
altercation
want.
we've had before.
That's what we want.
Still focus, just so everything makes sense kind of going forward. Still focusing in on F. These vampires spawn almost like withered, almost skeletal corpses with these long canine fans. Their cheeks have like sunken in. They have like very bony faces, and their clothing is in scraps, either through just general disrepair or from being burned by the embers of this huge explosion. 2 of them carry over and they hand this massive chrome ballista over to F, with the other one carrying like a backpack of almost like spears, basically. As with 2 hands, she takes the ballista in her arms, racks one of these giant spear-esque bolts back, and is going to attempt to hit you, Cherie, from so far away. As she attempts to hit you, hold on. She embeds something within the actual bolt itself, of which you guys are unable to see. And Cherie, what is your armor class?
1 billion.
1 billion, okay.
It's 16.
16. With a 17, she does hit.
Okay.
I'm not going to roll damage for the ballista.
It's okay. I can take it. I can take it. Save your resources.
You are all hauling ass, and you are able to hear in the distance, and then you hear wind like wisping and whistling as something flies towards you guys hard and fast. And luckily, Cherie, it's only going to be 12 points of piercing damage as this ballista hits you directly in the back. It hits you to your right side, and it lands deep within you, at least 3 or 4 inches. And now you have this in your back and in your side as you are galloping away.
Okay.
And with that, what's up?
Is Cherie on the broom with me right now?
Yes.
Cherie's on the broom with you. Yes, you feel Cherie kind of like just move forward from the force of that.
Fuck.
And finally, before we get back to everything else, Cherie, do you pull that out immediately, or do you want to wait?
Can I do a medicine check first? Please?
I will pull it out. Yeah.
Guidance.
You pull it out, guidance, and actually, Hawthor, give me a quick medicine check, okay?
Okay.
Guide yourself. I don't think I need to.
Guidance. Okay. So that's a 19.
That's a 19. Excellent. Cherie, you decide to pull the ballista out of you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You pull the bolt out of you. You pull the bolt out of you, and Hawthor, with that high of a medicine check, no bleed damage, no problem there. You're able to channel some of this golden pinkish energy of empathy and caring into Cherie's wound to stop it from causing any more damage as it's on its way out. And as you're helping Cherie, like, your massive gauntlet hand, you just want to rip this thing out of you immediately, and Hawthor kind of like gently helps you guide it out using your strength to your advantage. You guys are able to recognize that pressed deep into the wood with seemingly one hand, you're able to see a small stone with a mouth on the side of it. And although this just struck Cherie, damaging you clearly, it seemed like F, as you guys are making your escape, has just delivered you guys a sending stone.
Okay.
This is so fun! What a way to send a letter!
I'll rip the sending stone off and just throw the bolt behind me as we're flying away.
Okay, and you fly away. Now, we're going to get to things in stages here. You guys are able to fly away. That's the Laughter House combat officially done.
Mm-hmm.
With all of that, it's still the same evening. F, Havoc, and Chaos having to now rest and regain. There will be no immediate pursuit for at least the next hour, essentially. So the floor is now yours. It can be roleplay, it can be above table. What's the plan? And I need to find a track list real quick.
We're still good with the plan to go through the forest back to Herb Cote.
Yes.
Yes.
Goodbye.
And I'll get off the horse so you can go faster, Hathor. And I can get on the horse. Yeah.
And I will use my ring to summon my lovely pine cone.
Yep.
Pine cone.
Pine cone.
Everybody, it's pine cone!
And is the horse faster than the mule? Does it make a difference which of us Amadeus rides with?
I think, okay, so effectively, I was going to talk about this a little bit later, but that's a great question, so I'll bring it up now.
Okay.
The mule is technically slower than the horse. It has 30 feet of movement, where a horse has 60. But for this encounter, we're not going to do that because we're not going to be doing any kind of like map or anything. And so we're going to say that you just have a mount. Make sense?
Cool.
Awesome.
Then I will have Amadeus with me on the back of Pinecone.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of hold him on like a sack of potatoes.
He is limping side to side. Then you have to put his arms like over your shoulders, like a backpack.
Yeah.
Can I fly down to Amadeus and like do another medicine check to see if there's any way I can like speed up his waking upness, or maybe not ease it in some way that like he doesn't wake up with the worst hangover of his life, but just like a real bad one instead.
Very interesting question. Now, if you wanted to ease his hangover coming out of it, I would just say it's like a general just medicine check you can do. No need to expend a spell slot. And if you wanted to wake him up right now, actually, no, give me that medicine check, and we'll see if you can determine how to wake him up.
Guidance.
You're like flying next to Cass, because you guys are still moving, right? You're not stopping.
Yeah.
Okay,
We are on the move.
Do we have coins in this game?
No, you do not. We are as
Oh,
close
we
to
do
core
not.
D&D rules as possible.
Did you guide yourself?
It's absolutely fine if he doesn't wake up now. It truly
Okay.
is.
So that's an 8.
It's an 8?
Because I rolled a 1 on guidance and a 1 on the big dice.
Well, and like,
I just punch him in the face. That's how I wake. That's how you wake people up in the arbor.
well, if you, do you just slap him? I mean,
I don't do it to like cause. No, I don't go up immediately to Cass's twin brother and slap him across the face apropos of nothing.
okay, got it. Well, I'll say like with an 8, Hathor, let's be honest, you're not bad at this. You're probably in terms of curing hangovers and waking people up that have been like that are under the influence of like a cocktail of drugs. You're pretty adept at that. Let's be honest though, you're currently moving at high speeds, having just watched Cherie get shot right behind you, who then hopped onto a horse. Wound not healed. If you wanted to do that, it wouldn't take any. It wouldn't be any issue. You need to get to a stationary position at least right now. So you can make that check again going forward, just like not right now. Make sense?
Cool.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go over to Cherie and doing the classic thing of gripping the broom with my legs. I'm gonna take my hands off of it, flying next to her, and just quickly put my hand over her wound and channel the last little bit, some of the last little bit of magic that I have left. But this time it's this pure gold and black energy as it's coming just from me. As I'm gonna do healing hands.
Okay.
Which is not a spell, but is a character, like a racial thing I can do.
All good.
So that's gonna be how much healing? I think it's gonna be 2d4 plus 4.
Okay.
For
every little bit helps.
You. Yes. Oh no, it's just 2d4. Okay. That's 3 hit points. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Hey, I'm at I'm at half health.
That's fucked. You have when you're at half health. That is my health.
Yup.
2 and a 1 plus 4. You said, or is it just
no?
2d4?
It's just 2d4. I don't have a plus. It's not a plus 4.
Misheard you. Sorry. Just want to make sure. Math can be hard.
I said that originally, and then I saw it.
You are all good. You're all good. Okay. Healed up there. Amadeus and Cass, Cherie on the mount, and then we have Hathor on the broom as you guys begin to fly. Again, it's just down to the overall plan, getting back into the swing of things. Where I'll give you guys 1 hour of traveling, just so if I heard you before, ripping it south through the plains, not going to any kind of road, trying to shave off as much time as possible. That sound right?
Yes.
Okay, killer. Anything else before I just describe a couple things?
One thing as well, as we are going, we're keeping our eyes peeled for anything that we could maybe use to disguise our scent. The terrible first gross thought I had was that there's plenty of livestock around here. But anything useful, because the dogs were tracking with scent, and anything we could use to throw them off.
What an ingenious idea. How about this? I love that idea. Let's keep that in our pocket for real quick, and then if you want to, if you guys want to role play real quick, I'm totally cool with that. If you guys want to talk about what the fuck just happened back there, all good with me. And then once you guys feel like you're ready, I can describe to you how this chase is going to work, basically. That sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's up to you guys. What do you want to do?
Can Hathor to help out with? Sorry, wait, we're choosing. We're deciding things now. Sorry.
Oh, you're just being like, do you want to role play? Do you want to catch up? Or are you guys just like, we are on the mission right now. We are not going to talk about what just happened. We're going to keep her going. Like, what do you guys want to do?
I think Hathor is going to circle up high because she can, now that she's just on the broom by herself, has a movement of 60 feet.
Yep.
And so she's going up. She's doing scouting, trying to figure out the best path through the woods that will get us quicker there, while also trying to like avoid things that will avoid muddy patches or stuff that's going to leave more clear tracks for people to track.
Okay, all right.
And like if like we're breaking branches as we're going past things, she's going to do mending on them as they're going with a cantrip to fix them. And do her best, because she can keep up and then have some extra movement. So she's just swirling around the group, trying to do.
Okay, got it. Now just to be as clear as possible, there isn't like a forest around you right now. This is so where you are right now. It's like large grazing area for cattle and sheep and pigs and things like that. And so mainly if you want to just cut it straight south, you're going to be moving through either tall grassy fields or these kind of like almost like lawn cut-esque small patches or like wide patches of grass, either being like these are like tall flowing grass that's ready to be consumed, or patches that livestock have kind of like matted down by being herded. Make sense?
Okay.
Now there are like certain trees like little here and there, but it's like few and far between. More as like markers of like, oh, here's where a road is because there's a tree here, so we split around it. Not like here's an entire thicket of dozens and dozens of trees we could hide in. Make sense?
Okay. Cool.
But the idea about muddy patches, very smart there.
Okay.
And as we're going, knowing that this isn't quite the time or place for an extensive conversation, but still burningly curious, Cass kind of pulls Pinecone up beside Cherie's mount to keep up best you can as they're going, and just kind of turns to Cherie and calls to her, One question. Is she you, or are you her?
This is not the time nor the place for this discussion, Honorable Viscount.
We'll put a pin in
Insight
it.
check.
Make an insight check.
Make an inside check.
Make an
See where her
insight check.
head is at.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Dirty 20.
8.
Cass, this is not the time or the place for this conversation.
You're in. Sure is not.
Okay.
And Hathor, you kind of get that sense too, but just like, she doesn't quite have her head wrapped around the situation. So not only does she not want to talk about it, she doesn't really understand either
Okay.
as to what's going on.
Okay.
And she's just spurring the horse, booking it.
Okay.
With that, Cassiano will, for now, leave it well enough alone.
All right. And leaving well enough alone, still in this like intense mindset, that little bit of healing from Hathor kind of scouting out above you. Darby, not forgetting about that great idea about masking your sense, would you guys like me to explain now the rules of how this is going to work?
Yes, please.
I need to get a piece of paper very quickly.
Oh.
Oh, that isn't me being ominous. I really just forgot to grab a piece of paper. I quite
He's getting paper! Stop him!
Stop him!
Kate, get him!
Ah!
Hold on.
I like how you're like, oh man, I need to get more walnuts. And we're like,
What is he planning?
what's
Walnuts
going on in
and
that
blood.
sick, twisted mind of yours?
What are you gonna do in that
mind.
paper? Write on it?
We zoom into Drew's mind and it's just la 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 la
La,
la.
La 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 la.
Tomorrow.
Nope. Me? Yay!
I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3.
Happy, happy,
Be happy.
Yippee! All right, do 3. Okay, and we're gonna go. I should have done this before. I apologize, guys. I'm taking precious time away from
It's
us.
okay.
No, you're all good.
All I need is just a little bit of stuff right here. Okay, just tracking down all of this, making sure everything
Little
is
bit of
cool.
stuff
A little bit of stuff. Okay,
Little bit of stuff in my life.
in my life.
time for some rules. So before anything else, we're gonna go over the rules. We're gonna get to like how resting and replenishing resources work after I explain what the challenges are going to be. So don't worry, I'm gonna get to that. But for unless otherwise specified, just assume that you're gonna be doing this without any rest at all, and then we can factor in the rest later. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, killer. So, in summary, in the shortest way possible to make this work well for everybody's brains here, and the way that I designed it, it's gonna work like the chase with Winter Scott Key, only now you guys are the ones being chased, and the chase is gonna last a hell of a lot longer. All right? So, so my original plan, what I had in my little notes, here, it was originally a 4-day travel back to Herb Corte. Now, with you guys cutting out going back to the road, I'm gonna knock that down to it's the capacity, it's the ability to knock it down to a 3-day travel, but that's gonna depend upon Constitution saves, going to depend upon you guys, like dexterity saves, Hathor's scouting, Cass's knowledge of the land, Cherie's tracking abilities. We're gonna play with that a little bit more as we get to the end. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna assume that's gonna be 4, just because I already have all the math done to make it easy, because 4 and whatever. Now I've broken these days up, these 4 days, into 12 separate sections: morning, noon, and night for all 4 days. So you have all traveled without sleep to meet up with the Brands. You fought through the night, and you traveled, you began running during the night, and so you're going to be starting the first day of travel with a Constitution check. You will have to make a Constitution check for each of the 3 phases of the day. And hypothetically, with no rest, these checks will get progressively harder, and failing them will lead to levels of exhaustion.
We're gonna die.
The goal is to reach Herb Corte before you are run down by F, Havoc, Chaos, and the rest of the pack. Make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, things to keep in mind. We're going to roll for weather for each of the 4 days, and we're going to roll to see if any random encounters happen that can help or hinder you. This will either make your journey easier, faster, or less stressful, or maybe you'll be slowed down, beaten up, or even pushed back towards the pack. Really, it can go any way. But mentioning the pack and those hunting you, there will be 2 separate sections of the pack: the trackers and the wagons. The trackers will be comprised of Havoc, Chaos, and F, who will be tasked with staying on your path and, when possible, slowing you down. Now, the wagons that you guys were able to see, not the chariots, the
Carriages?
The carriages, thank you, that you guys were able to see in the front of the Laughter House will contain the vampire spawn. And that's where the problems lie. If the wagons catch up to you, you will almost certainly be overwhelmed by the dozen vampire spawn in addition to that, in addition to Havoc and Chaos and F. That basically is like a you have lost and the story will shift from there scenario. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. So now we can get into resting and how that affects things, as long as there's no other questions. Are there any questions to that section?
No.
Okay, no all around. Awesome. So I thought long and hard about this, and I talked with Moss and I talked with Kate, and I'm going to meet you guys in the middle here. Do you guys want the good news or the bad news first?
Bad news.
Bad news first.
Bad news first. While riding on horseback, or on your broom, Hawthor, or on the back of Pinecone, you are not allowed to take long rests. So we're going to go with core D&D rules on this one. So if you want to take a long rest, it has to be stationary, no travel with an asterisk. We'll get to it without any taxing kind of stuff. But the good news is that while actively traveling, using your plan of everyone sleeps but the one person who leads, I will allow you guys to take short rests. And these short rests will aid in the con checks to ward off exhaustion by lowering the DCs you need to beat. And during these short rests, you can retry previous con checks to see if you can get rid of exhaustion levels. Okay.
Okay.
Now, immediately when I mentioned the long rest, I saw eyes shoot up and I saw disappointment wash over you, and so I can only imagine that you're thinking, well, but Drew, we want long rests no matter what, and damn the consequences. Well, I've thought about that too. If you want to long rest more than anything in the world, you have 2 options. You can find, again, small thickets of trees, or a barn, or a farmhouse, or just camp out in the open. But then things will get interesting because you're burning 8 hours effectively and letting people catch up to you. Or you can find a wagon, or a carriage, or whatever it happens to be. Because a carriage would help significantly, due to the fact that it would make it so that everybody but the driver could take a long rest while traveling. Now, that would also come with drawbacks because it would be slower than just moving with your current horses. But again, it's all risk reward here. There really is no quote-unquote correct answer. So, any clarifying questions before we get into the first round of con checks? Anything that I need to clarify from anybody?
It's con checks or saving throws?
Christ, that's a good idea. We're going to say con saves.
Please be checks. I can use guidance on myself then. Please. I only have a +1. Please.
You know what? To be fair, because I did kind of fuck you guys with the whole short rest, long rest thing, I will say it can be either a con check or a con save. I will allow that.
Okay.
Then, and of course, we're going to break it up with like roleplay, random encounters, stuff like that. But if there's nothing else, we are ready to hop in to the morning of the first day of travel.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to need everybody here to give me a DC 12 con save or con check.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Excellent.
Yeah. 6.
6. All right.
Are you sure we don't have coins in this game?
We do not have coins in this game. No.
I think he's pretty sure.
4.
4.
Uh-oh,
right.
besties.
Oh.
Guidance did not help me.
Hathor and Cherie. You all ride through the night. And again, we can always, you guys can stop for roleplay literally at any point. This is just going to be, I'm trying to make a bunch of con checks as fun as possible, and so we can break that up whenever we want. Cherie, let's get to brass tacks here.
Yeah.
You've lost a lot of blood in the last 8 hours of travel, basically, since you guys went away from the Laughter House. And Hathor, to feed into that check, I will say that you have been, like, it's that constant empathy in the back of your head, and you know Cherie is hurting but would never admit it, and that is just kind of weighing on your mind a bit, as both of you are going to take 1 level of exhaustion. All right?
Could I give Cherie advantage and cast Cure Wounds on her?
I'll allow that. That is very smart. I will. Cherie, if you want to re-roll, you can.
Oh, you
There
bitch.
My last spell slot.
Okay.
Bitch. And it's for not.
No.
Oh no!
No. Wait. No, I got exactly a 12.
Okay.
I'm good.
Excellent.
And you're gonna heal. Yes! You're gonna heal 12 points.
Let's go.
Woo!
Lucky number 12. Awesome.
Hathor, as you're riding through the night, she can almost like she feels it, and she just kind of shakes her head and banks off and swoops back around. And with the last of her hot pink clerical magic, she just pumps it into you, Cherie, and goes, "If you go down, we're fucked." And so
She just gives you a look of we're just a look that says you're in trouble.
Hathor looks, it's like she usually has this like very healthy glow around her as nature of just who she prays to, and she looks tired. She's looking rough. I have no magic. I just have cantrips.
All right.
Oh no!
This just got a hell of a lot more dangerous with no
I only
spell
had one
slots
spell
declared.
slot left.
What do you have?
I only had one spell slot left.
Okay.
So,
See, now we're playing for keeps here when the cleric's out of spell slots.
I got some stuff.
Okay.
I
Now,
also got some stuff.
Cass.
right conditions.
Now, Cass, passing that check. All right.
Yeah.
You got precious cargo hanging off of you right now, and I'm gonna say that the pure adrenaline from like what happened back with Havoc being like, what am I doing here? Amadeus is on your back, you know what you're doing here, and your mind is able to be focused. You mentioned that you wanted to hide your scent, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. How would you like to go about doing that? And let's go back and forth here.
The first thought I had was that there is a wealth of livestock that travels around
Yes.
the Pavel estates and the surrounding areas, and that if we can find manure anywhere, that would likely be a very strong scent to cover ours with, however gross.
Okay. Legitimately, 1, disgusting. 2,
Yep.
very smart. How bad it's going to smell is better than being dead.
That's true.
Hathor and Cass, because Hathor, you specifically said, I want to be up in the sky, scouting, make sure everything's working here. Both of you, please give me nature or survival checks to see if you can find what Cass is looking for.
Okay.
I have disadvantage, right?
It would be yes, you would. It'd be disadvantage.
I'm gonna guidance.
You can guide
myself
yourself.
for
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Hate to say it. I got a 3.
Oh no!
What does that give me?
Oh
Roll
no!
the natural 20 for one of them. It's fine though. Is this a nature check?
Or survival check.
I'll do survival for a 22.
22.
That's good.
I rolled really well, but I got a nat 20 on one of them.
Hawthorne,
I
besides
shouldn't complain. That was a really good roll.
Excellent. Hawthorne, being so high in the sky, I don't think you've seen such a breadth of land since you were on the open sea, as just like how the waves rise and fall with white foam and just the crashing splashes. You're able to look out and just see endless grass, essentially reaching into the horizon, with the most distant mountain just off. On the cusp of your vision, essentially. But looking out upon this grassy sea, you are able to notice patches. You're able to notice patches that are not long flowing grass, but are rather eaten down or trampled, again, by these massive herds of dozens, if not hundreds of heads of, let's just say, cattle in this instance. And you would know cattle eating, cattle excreting, that's where you need to go. If you're in the tall grass, it's not going to be there because the fertilizer's already kind of done its job. And so Hathor, with you being able to scout that out and Cass kind of seeing those signals, you're able to steer yourselves into one of these clearings.
I say to everyone, this is gonna suck, but it's for the best in the long run. Hold your nose and stop, drop, and roll.
I've smelt worse than this. It'll be okay.
Okay.
This is a very wise decision.
Will tie up her hair.
I guess I'll roll Amadeus around.
I'm gonna make a quick conjure to see if he wakes up.
The
Can I
poor
do
man.
a medicine check? Can I do a medicine check to help him get up now that we're kind of stationary a little bit?
Give me a medicine check. And also, by the way, taking 15 minutes to do this is not going to fuck you completely. That's a very good idea. It will be a matter of hours, not minutes. And if it gets down to minutes, you guys are just the nipping at the heels, literally. So medicine check, yes.
Yeah.
What's
Sorry,
up?
I'm
What was it?
figuring. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, 15. Cass, you're able to take Amadeus and roll him around in a bunch of shit. And then as that's happening, you're able to hear him go, as with that con check and that medicine check, Amadeus begins to wake up.
I say to him in Elvish, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Do not freak out.
Okay, I'm gonna need a persuasion roll.
Okay, persuasion. Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
13.
13? Excellent.
13.
Give me 1 second. Okay, awesome. Beats a 13, which is what you wanted. That's perfect.
Okay.
As Amadeus, again, tattered clothing, unwashed, does not smell great already. The manure actually might make him smell better because he smells less like just human BO and more just like the waste of a barn, essentially. As he flips over,
Grass.
covered in shit again. Let's not mince words here. And goes, and he looks at you, Cass, and immediately there's everybody here give me an insight check. Cass, no need. I'm just going to tell you this regardless, okay?
That's a 1.
It's a 1.
That's a 15.
15? Okay, excellent. I was waiting for a 4th because I'm so used to there being a 4 of you guys. Give me 1 second here. Cherie, immediately you're able to recognize a momentary look of startledness as Amadeus looks to Cass, that then quickly fades as his brows kind of furrow, and then he kind of gets back to a calm state, and you see his chest go from a very quick breathing to a slower and labored as he looks to all of you and goes, almost speechless for a second, not even knowing where to begin, waking up in shit. He goes, how is it possible that I'm in a worse situation than where I was? How long have I been out?
Oh, you were asleep when we found you. It's probably been a little over an hour or so. Dad sent me. These are my companions, Hathor, Cherie.
Okay.
Hathor, Cherie, this is my twin brother Amadeus.
Pleased to meet you, Lord Pavel.
Looks over at Hawthor. Doesn't say anything yet, but Hawthor, give me a quick insight check.
I'm doing guidance on myself. Fuck you guys.
You know what? I will
Checking
say,
you out.
you don't need to roll a disadvantage this time because, like, again, because it's just looking at people. You're fine.
I'll just roll again for that. It's fine.
We don't say.
We don't say.
Fine. 18.
An 18, excellent. Immediately, he looks you from hair to feet to hair, and you've seen that look many times by many people. And he then immediately looks over to you, Shuri, and says, and immediately, Shuri, you would know he recognizes you, and goes, "Sir, help me up," and puts his hand up for you to help him.
I help him up. Do I recognize him?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's Cass. Second of all,
oh right,
yeah,
right.
and like, again, you've seen Cass before at like for 2 years. That's a pretty good amount of time. Where it's like at certain banquets, certain places, you never really interacted with the Pavels that closely,
Right.
but you know who these people are. Yeah.
Yeah. I help him up.
He then immediately starts to brush the shit just off of him in an effort to clean himself.
That would be unwise.
Why?
It's to keep us from being tracked by scent. The people that took you.
No, but they can't see us, so why would it matter?
They can smell us. They have wolves.
Whatever you say. Immediately looks back towards Shuri and goes, "How far are we from my home?"
About 3-4 days travel.
Looks over to Hawthor and goes, "Can you put me back to sleep?"
Oh,
Sure.
I'd love to.
Give me an intimidation check.
Can I please not have disadvantage?
Yes, I'll give
on
no
this,
disadvantage.
please?
Yeah, no disadvantage.
Please.
Yes! Fuck this guy. Yes. 17.
With a 17, immediately he goes like, "Oh, no, it's fine. Okay. No. Don't put your hands on me, but also, okay, yes. He stops himself and he goes, "Thank you for coming to get me, all of you. I was getting
You're
very,
welcome.
oh no, please, what's up?
I just said you're welcome.
I was getting very tired of that farm. It was boring as all hell, and now I get to go.
Insight check.
Go right ahead. Yeah.
Guidance. What the fuck? Wait, I have disadvantage.
No need
Damn
for disadvantage. I'll say in roleplay, there's gonna be no disadvantage.
it. Fuck yes. Sorry.
You're good.
25.
25. Hawthor. Immediately, you get the sense that this guy has never. Not only it goes past never working hard a day in his life. It goes into the territory of he actively likes being handed things and does not like hard work.
Hathor just thinks, wow, I didn't think I could like you. How is there a less likable, not a less likable version of Cass, but damn, they made one even worse. Hathor just kind of narrows her eyes at him and then takes some of like the horse manure and starts rubbing it on her arms and like onto her clothes and says, "You'll bathe later. You'll be fine."
Bathed in weeks. It's been. Well, at least they had good food, but
Rich bitch.
they were no they. What has been? I have been out of it for a good couple of months. What has been happening? Why was I kidnapped by people? Like what? Who were those guys? What happened?
That was the endless slaughter. Who are you familiar with them? Are you that out of touch?
They fed me, and they clearly don't like they don't like my family, and so I don't really know. All I know is I recognized. I'll make a history check for him. I don't know a single goddamn person that was in that building.
They defected from the Pavel Guard in the past and harbor ill will towards the family, towards father.
Got it.
And on your little trip away, there has been unrest throughout Allatour. A Fey portal was messed with by someone at the
Harvest Festival.
At the Harvest Festival, and things have been leaking through from other realms. So I and my companions have been traveling around and helping commoners fighting these things. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear that.
He looks to you, Cass, and goes, excellent job.
Thanks.
But that would explain why they were doing magic and why they were showing me a bunch of weird shit that they were proud of, because the Besets do magic and other people aren't supposed to do magic. And so I don't... This is... I'm glad they're gone, and I am happy to be going home.
What did they show you?
I'm gonna make a history check. That's a 19 on the die. Goddamn, Amadeus. He immediately looks. He looks and goes, well, when they would literally, and I mean on all fours, walk me like a dog to go to the restroom, they had a very strange sense of humor.
I knew a guy like that.
We had one guy. I don't know. No. We don't have the time. That's him saying that, by the way, as he's like covered in shit as his nose wrinkles. As he goes, well, one guy showed me this like statue that he was making, a great artist, and he made a dragon, and then he smashed it with a hammer into 7 different pieces. And he told me that it was very impressive. And I told him it wasn't, and then I went back to sleep for an extra amount of time. I'm not entirely sure. They also were very happy. There was, the main guy with the teeth. Yeah, fuck that dude. Even under a burlap sack, you could hear him just kind of chattering together like one of those like wind up kind of toys. He was painting a map of Allatour, but it was upside down. Like the mountains went the wrong way and it was backwards. And the last thing was weird. They had this grand event one evening where all of them got together, and it almost looked like some kind of royal ceremony, basically, just mocking me, I would assume. And they took this chair, this big chair, and they put it in the center, like in the most important position they could find, and then they covered it in bloodied antlers and roses that were like frozen white, basically.
Interesting. Did they say anything to you?
They said a lot and nothing at the exact same time. Not a lot of it made sense. I'm gonna get a history check to see if he can drum up any like lines. That is a 2. No. He goes, I don't listen to poor people. No, it's not how that works. Oh, he's a piece of shit. Let me just be very clear right now. You're not meant to like this guy. I'll be very clear.
After's just thinking in her head, I can't wait to I cannot wait to wreck this man's tiny, puny brain with just straight up empathy and logic and just make him realize what a big piece of shit he is.
Hathor be like, I can fix him.
Hathor be like, I'm gonna make him realize how broken he is. I'm not fixing him.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna give him some fucking perspective.
Oh, and also, by the way, just as Drew talking here above table, Amadeus is not going to be a constant part of all of this. He's going to be an important piece of it. You guys can talk to him if you want. I'm not going to make him interject in fucking everything. I think very quickly that's a good way to get this dude knocked out or left behind. So he's just going to shut his mouth and just accept that he just a general air of dickishness falls upon all of you.
I'd rather be covered in shit than next to you. Jesus. Plumping.
You've been through quite a lot, young lord. We have a long journey ahead of us, so time must not be wasted. So I advise you and your brother to mount the mule, and we can continue onward. Yes, Hathor.
I just realized, if I'm flying, am I leaving a scent trail behind?
Not with
Maybe I didn't need to cover myself in shit. Oh well.
You do. Well, I mean, yeah, because you would still be emanating scent even if you were flying.
It'd be like 30 feet up though.
You know what? They're tall. It's fine.
It was in solidarity.
Yeah.
You can't put the milk back in the udder now. You're already covered in shit.
No, that was more of like Hathor being like, fuck.
The time to ask that question was before you said the sentence, I cover myself in shit.
Yeah. No, that was not me retconning. That was me role-playing Hathor being like, fuck.
Ooh. Well, you're good to go if we swap off. If you need a rest on back of one of the mounts.
I will.
Yes, you will.
Oh yes, does anyone need healing or should I hold on to it just in case?
I'm at full health.
I'm also fine. Let's
go.
Okay.
Well,
I direct Amadeus to the mule, and I go, Amadeus, this is Pinecone. I like to call him Alwyn the Ass.
Amadeus goes, that's funny. Looks over to Shireen the Mount and goes, but I want to go with that one because she's bigger and she'll protect me.
Hathor is our cleric. She needs to rest immediately. After she's rested, you can ride atop the horse, young lord.
You are a towering figure, Cherie, with no check necessary. He goes, fine, and he hops onto the back of Pinecone.
Okie doke. I climb on in front of him.
Okay.
I just do a few loop-de-loops on my broom to get the vibes off me.
God, it's like a dog coming in shimmy and like shaking after being outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Then with that, as the morning begins to pass by, we're gonna have and Hathor, a few loops on the broom. You're on the back with Cherie, correct?
Yes, I will join in the back with Cherie.
Excellent. Then with that, you take a short rest, I would assume.
I mean, I'm not gonna get any spell slots back from it, and I'm also at full health, so I don't know.
But you can try to get rid of levels of exhaustion.
Yeah, I can.
You can guidance yourself.
I get my channel divinity back with a short rest, so I am absolutely taking a short rest.
Awesome, super cool. Then, as we move on to the afternoon, the sun continues to rise until it is roughly. It continues to rise. It's about noon. It's noontime on the first day. Everybody here, give me another DC 12. The DC 12 con check or save. Hathor, it's going to be a DC 10 for you.
Do I still have one level of exhaustion?
You do, but this will not be disadvantaged for the concept, because that would just be unfair. That would just be stacking it until it's just fucked.
Guidance.
16.
16.
What is this? A 10?
A DC 10 for you, yes.
Okay. Cool, I got a 12.
You got a 12? Excellent. So you pass that, and then you can actually go ahead and make a DC 12, a DC 10 con check or save to try to get rid of your level of exhaustion, okay?
Can I use guidance for this?
Yes, you can. And Cherie, what'd you get?
Thank you.
A 9.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Okay. And what'd you get?
I rolled an 11, plus 1 for the guidance, plus 1 for my con for a 13.
Your exhaustion level disappears.
Yes.
Excellent. Trading out for Cherie. 1 level of exhaustion as a certain sense. Now, Cherie, we're gonna have Kate. You're gonna have a conversation real quick. Cherie's a very dedicated person. Is a very routine person.
Yes.
Would it be unfair to say that it has been satisfying to go out and help people across Allatour?
Yeah.
Would it also be fair to say this because like that exhaustion coming over you again, sleepless, a sleepless day, now getting to like 24 hours mark with no sleep whatsoever? Would it be fair to say that having the presence of another noble Pavel, someone, and I'll be honest, you've interacted with people like this before who feel entitled to your service, would that feel draining to Cherie in a way?
I don't think so. I think because
Okay.
she's so accustomed to it, I don't think it phases her.
Okay, not a problem. Then where does this exhaustion kind of come from, Cherie?
I think from the guilt of Hathor giving her magic to her and taking on that exhaustion when she's tried to establish herself as very self-sufficient. So just the guilt and also the confusion of the day is what weighs on her.
Okay, understood. That guilt weighs heavy in your heart, and you can feel your eyelids kind of begin to sink until you have to snap yourself back up, and you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Hathor sleeps like a baby in your arms. Just like quietly, like the softest little snore possible.
Okay. Now, we're going to get to the weather. I think we're going to do this a little bit out of order. We're all just trying to have the best time that we can here. So, it's fucking real culture, So, who would like to
You're
give me
doing such a great job.
Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah.
Who would like to give me a weather roll? See how the weather is on the first day of travel. Oh, Kate,
Fine. What am I rolling?
you're going to just roll a d20.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now of course I roll good. 19.
A 19. Large passing clouds above you that momentarily blot off the hot sun on these plains. They give you a momentary rest as a wind blows into you that is gentle and to your back. It is cooling, it is refreshing, and it makes you feel just a bit lighter, and it pulls your scent away from your pursuers, and it causes no ill effects to you. All right.
Nice.
And now who wants to give me a d20 roll for a random event?
It's Moss's turn.
It's Moss's turn. It's Moss's turn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is it a D20?
It's going to be a d20 roll, yeah.
12.
12. Okay. We are going to do one more con check or con save to end off on day 1, and then we'll get to that random event. Sound good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, as you guys are rolling that, again, it's so repetitive of just tall, flowing grass, low grass, patches that have been eaten, tall grass, short grass, patches. It really feels like you're on a treadmill of land just moving forward. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Up in the sky doing scouting.
Okay.
Oh, 19.
19?
What are we doing?
Con check or con save just for the last one, as the sun begins to set, as it returns to nighttime.
7.
7?
Dear God, Kate.
Dice are cold.
Oh,
Hopper,
no. Cold dice.
It's a 9.
DC 12? Okay.
Oh, buddies.
I'm keeping track of all of this on that piece of paper that I grabbed before to track exactly how many you guys fail and how many you guys pass. Cass, what'd you get on that one?
Yep.
I got a 19.
19? Okay.
Drew, I just want you to know that if we hit level 6 in exhaustion, we die.
I'm aware.
Just so you know.
I have thought, and I want to make this very clear.
And you're making us do 12 of these.
I've thought about every possible eventuality. Do not worry.
We're just gonna die from exhaustion.
If y'all
The
can't
worst
beat
TPK
like DC
ever.
12 con checks, this game is cursed. This game.
My dice are cursed.
Yep.
Don't put that energy out into the universe.
It's like, Drew, how'd you get your first TPK? Ironically enough, it was them just riding back to the castle.
I ran them into the ground.
Can I ask a question though?
What's up?
When I fail the saves, does that extend to the mount or no?
I consider so excellent idea. I considered that mechanic. That's too complicated. The mounts effectively are immortal.
Love it.
Unless
Love
I
it.
kill them.
Love it.
In terms of getting tired, horses do need to sleep every day. I'm aware of that. It's a fucking game. We're already keeping track of enough stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Again, the end of your first full day without sleep. And I mean first full day since like you probably rested before meeting up with the brands, everything like that. So probably 24, 30 hours now without rest as you continue on. Hathor, level of exhaustion, correct? I want to make sure I keep on this. Cherie, level of exhaustion, 2 of them.
2.
Okay. And Cass, clear all the way.
Day 2.
Okay, perfect.
Precious and Daisy.
Now I will say, if you, I apologize because it's a lot to keep track of going so fast. If Hathor and Shuri want to switch off, and Shuri, if you would like to have retroactively taken a short rest to try to retry those, I will allow that.
Yeah, I'll say because Hathor can get back up on her broom.
Yes.
I'll call down to Amadeus. Lord Pavel, can you ride a horse?
I'm gonna make a nature check real quick.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
Guidance.
handling check. My bad.
Yeah.
Guidance.
Okay. So
Roll a
got a
D4.
19 on the die. -2 for 17.
I gave him guidance. Roll that D4.
Hey, roll that D4. Okay, no problem. That is a 3. So it'd be a dirty 20. As he goes, yes.
Good, then ride with me. I will rest.
Yes, sir. And it seems that he is very comfortable being around, like Shuri, she's gonna like rest her head, rest her eyes, and immediately Shuri, you're immediately out on the horse.
I don't. Just the strength of my thighs is what's keeping me on the horse. Like I don't wrap my arms around him or anything. I just.
Excellent. You guys are able to hear as Amadeus goes like,
Incredible.
he goes, sir, it is so nice to be back within the presence of a proper knighted protector that can ensure my safety, and I want you to know that you will be duly compensated when I return home. And you do not hear any of this. You are fully asleep. He fully believes that you are awake.
Hathor flies upside down to try and keep herself awake.
That is insanely dangerous, and I kind of love it. Okay.
So all the blood rushes to her head, and so she's more focused.
Okay. Super cool.
Can we say I wait till after he said that to conk out?
You want to hear that? No response. They just.
No. I will just to that, like, you know, kind of slipping it out of conscience, like, there's no need for that, Lord Pavel.
Like a log. All right,
Yeah.
then Kate, in that situation, in that case, please give me a DC 10 con save and check, and then a DC 12 con save or check.
Okay, first one.
What's up?
I got the first one.
Okay.
Go ahead. What's up, Moss?
Is it okay if I know I also worry that guidance is gonna get boring, but can I fly over? Here, I'll just come up with creative ways to use it. As I fly over, I will totally ignore Amadeus, and for Cherie, I will just very carefully tuck the hair out from her face, just so she, it doesn't get into her eyes, and being careful and mindful of like not touching her too much, because I don't know her like that.
Okay.
But I give a soft, gentle pat on her shoulder of like almost trying to soothe her to sleep, and I will give her guidance.
Okay. All good.
So that first one was a 17.
17,
and
got
then
it.
this second one is a DC 12.
Yep.
Yep. That is a 23.
A 23. Goddamn. Okay,
yeah.
got it. So right now, as we approach that random encounter, Cass with no exhaustion. Shuri passing that, no exhaustion. Hathor, how many levels of exhaustion again? 1. Got it. Because I'm just so you know, I'm going back and I'm undoing the ones that are previous. So overall, as day turns to night again, and as the manure on you begins to dry out and cake and flake off of you. Not saying it's not effective, but like you're all disgusting in the most tactical way possible, and the sun begins to set and the moon begins to rise. Hathor, you said that you're up in the sky, 30 feet up, keeping an eye out for things. This is gonna be the last thing we do, then we're gonna take a little bit of a break. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Hathor, I want a perception check from you.
Disadvantage?
It would not be, actually. It's gonna be just a flat roll.
Okay. Okay. 22.
22. The reason that it's not with disadvantage is because you see something incredibly strange and incredibly obvious. It's not something that's trying to hide. You, about 1.5 miles ahead of you, are able to see a burning orange light. And Hathor, with a 22, I'll be able to tell you this right now, it's a fire. There's some kind of fire burning ahead of you that is slowly like creeping out. So basically, with you kind of being elevated, it's this like center, almost large campfire, burned black grass that's like essentially just like embers now, completely just like a controlled burn, and then a ring of fire slowly approaching you guys. That's about
like
a mile
it's a
away.
Wildfire?
With a 22, being so far away, you can't get any more details, but you're able to see the overall, like, topography of what you're looking at.
Okay. Hathor will fly down, and it's 1 mile away?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think as Hathor was approaching it, she was holding onto the 2 sending stones she has.
Okay.
And she was about to use them and sees the fire, puts it down, and lets people know.
Okay.
If I may, real quick, before we go to break, as we're approaching, when Hathor lets us know that she sees trouble up ahead, I kind of sigh, and I look at Amadeus, and I look at my armor, and I hop off of Pinecone, and I go over to Amadeus, and I take off all my what's it called? My chainmail, and I'm gonna say, I fucking hate you, put this on, and I'm gonna give him my chainmail armor. I want it back.
This is stupid. Sorry, I'm very
He's
tired.
gonna have an AC of like 12, and mine is like 18. I'll have like be at 15, I'll be okay. He has like 20 hit points. Less.
Hathor's just thinking about all the times in which somebody gave somebody else armor and then had to come in because it's like, I wanted to protect him and then I got my shit kicked in.
I will really be okay, but I truly think he has an AC of like 12.
He is just...
I have spare the dying, it's
he's
fine.
He's just a guy.
He's just a dude. Okay.
And that'll give him an AC of 16.
You're immediately... What's up?
Help us disguise our scent, too.
Yeah, without a doubt. That is a very smart... I didn't even think of that. Absolutely, yes.
That's for good.
And like immediately, Cass, you kind of put that armor onto Amadeus. You are able to see, like, as he kind of puts it on, again, dried caked, like it looks like mud, manure in it. Like the way it hangs off of his body, and Shuri, I think you'd be able to clock this as well. He looks uncomfortable even being in armor. It doesn't like look like he's really trained to do any of this.
Mm-hmm. I say to him, do not take this as a vote of confidence in you or your character. It's just if you die, we're fucked. And I nod
I'd
at him
spare
and
the
I climb back onto Pinecone.
You say that you go. He goes. I'm not going to die. I am not going to die. And you're able to detect a hint of fear in his voice as he says that.
Good.
You're not. Don't worry. I won't let you die.
It's the most metal thing in the world to say.
You can't.
Okay. And as you guys kind of see this fire, what do you guys do?
Can I stealth ahead and overhead stealth, like get up to a good height and stealth overhead and try and look down and see what's going on?
Certainly. Yes.
And I should have dark vision. What the fuck? Hang on, sorry.
No, you're all
Sorry.
good.
Hold on. I think I have dark vision. Wait, what?
Well, and I will say that like this fire is like directly in a straight line path of where you guys are headed, and so like I will say that as Hawthorne's kind of like scouting out, would it be fair to say that you guys, even if you want to take a wide berth and ignore it completely, you guys are still moving in the general direction of it? Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got
I
it.
do have dark vision. I have dark vision of 60 feet.
Okay. Super cool. Hawthorne, you're able to get to scouting. As you begin to fly over, perception check of 22, this fire's been burning probably for about an hour or two, most likely. Just due to the, like, you know, the grass is not dry, it is not exactly, at least the area that you're in, it's not primed for, like, a wildfire to break out, and so things are burning slower. Give me either... So it's gonna be a lot of stuff. Give me a check to investigate this scene, and I'll let you choose what you use, if it makes sense. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use survival.
Okay, got it.
Do I have disadvantage?
You're up high.
I imagine I'll let you say it. I'll let you do it.
I'm gonna say no, because you are up high and looking down.
Okay. Okay, that's a 13.
13, okay. Cherie casts Amadeus, kind of taking this berth around. Again, not saying that you guys have to avoid it, just kind of saying you guys are moving in its general direction. Hathor with a 13, I will say that your eyes are kind of a little, your eyes are a little bit heavy, but you are able to see one thing clearly. At the center of the fire, where everything is burning, it's not a bonfire or a campfire. There aren't logs placed or sticks placed in like a strategic fashion to make it the most effective burn imaginable. This is a strange fire. You are able to see 4 large wheel supports all around this like thick wooden body. And then this wooden slat in between these like 4 wheel supports has these like spokes going up and connecting at a top above the wooden slab, and it is all black wood engulfed in flames.
Is it a carriage? You
are immediately able to see this is a carriage that is on fire and is past the point of any kind of repair. You're able to watch as the wheel and embers fly out as this thing is engulfed in flame and beyond. Like it is inoperable, without a doubt.
Okay.
And with what's up?
No, I'm trying to think. You go. You keep giving information.
Cherie and Cass, as Hathor passes over like the initial like spreading out ring of fire, what do you guys do?
I want to real quick activate my divine sense for any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover.
Within 60 feet, okay.
Are you rolling?
It is the most momentary ping of an undead presence 60 feet away from you. And then, because we kind of work, it's almost like a sonar for these creatures, effectively. Right on the edge of it, kind of like with Winter Scott Key back in the castle, it then disappears out of your range.
From which direction?
Without a map, I'm gonna say, because you guys are currently heading. You know what? We're just gonna work with those basic compass points. It's not the same way on the map, and that's okay. Just because north, south, east, west makes the most sense in our brains. If you guys are heading north is forward, it is to your west right now, away from the fire.
To the west. Okay. I say to Cherie and kind of call up to Hawthor, I pinged something undead to the west. We should book it.
Can I fly over where it would be?
Yes, you certainly can. Absolutely. As you are flying,
I'm like 60 feet up.
Yep, 60 feet up. You call that out. 60 feet up. It's nighttime. Now I would like you to give me a perception check with disadvantage. Okay.
10.
Being completely honest with you, whatever is currently lurking in the tall grasses surrounding this fire got a nat 20, and you are unable to spot for a stealth check, and you are unable to spot anything, even being that far up and it being nighttime, even with this like glowing orange flame kind of striking against you guys.
I do have dark vision, but
yes, yeah, well,
but it's
yeah,
a nat 20.
and exhaustion and high up and all that kind of thing, and a nat 20, yeah.
It's fucking math.
It'll all even out. I'm not trying to be that mean.
No, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try to swing a little further east for the moment, if we can.
I will hold in my hand. It's just a sputtering flame. It's so small in my hand, but I will hold a sacred flame close to my heart.
Okay.
And use it if needed.
Sacred flame close. Cass kind of directing people around, trying to keep that sonar up. Cherie, what are you doing?
I will take the reins from Amadeus, and I will, and I will turn the horse more in an eastward direction, but still staying the course and just pushing forward.
Okay. As you are all in some way silhouetted against this burning carriage with the flames kind of like slowly inching towards you guys, as you continue to move, who here has the sending stone? That was shot into you, Cherie.
Me, because it was shot into me. So yes.
Cherie got dibs.
Hawthor, even with you being so high up, I will say that you are able to hear this as well. Cherie, the sending stone jumps to life. They call it a kidney stone.
Kidney stone.
That is really fucking funny. You are able to hear the sending stone jump to life, and you're all able to hear a voice get called out from it. And again, we're gonna say it just kind of looks like a walkie-talkie for purposes. But
Turn your radio down.
And you're able to hear a voice come through. Let me very quickly just change the music very quickly.
Oh, fuck.
You are able to hear a voice say to you, "Ciao, non mi aspettavo uno caccia. Sono emozionato. Grazie." And Cass, you speak ancient Sylvan. So you understand what this means.
Let's go!
You are able to hear the words, "Hello, I did not expect a hunt. I am excited. Thank you." I want to take a very quick break.
What the fuck?
Hey!
Hey!
So good.
And for those, and I apologize for any of the butchering of that. That was English translated to Italian. So that is so hopefully, and I'm going to Google Translate. Hopefully that is what it means. Hopefully.
Sounded good to me.
I was catching keywords. I was writing down Spitavo. So I was like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out. my
Yes.
goodness.
How now? I do want to do a check-in. I'm looking for honest feedback here. The current con-check kind of movement of this. How are we doing? Is this fun? If it's not fun, we can speed it up. I just want to ask.
It's fun. I'm fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
It's good.
If you want me to step on the gas a bit, we can do that if you don't want to be doing this for too long. But I want to make sure it's not just like grading like fucking dice, whatever. I want to make sure there's like a little bit of stress, a little bit of urgency. I hope that resonates here, and if not, please let me know.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, killer.
Yeah.
Then with that,
Where are we? Where are we in the?
you just ended day 1.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Day 1!
Day one.
Give it up for day 1.
Day one.
Then yes, a quick break, and we will be right back. Hope everybody that's watching is having a good time, and we will see you soon.
Woo.
Peace out.
Woo woo.
And we are back. All right, excellent. Oh, and chat's still there. That's a cool new thing. Awesome. Thank you again, Steve. But yes, we
Gabagoo.
Gabagool. And with that, we are back. Immediately with that ancient Sylvan coming through the Sending Stone, what is the initial response from everybody here?
I just extend it towards Cass since I know he speaks Ancient Sylvan.
Hypervigilance. I just start looking all around us.
I put a hand over it. He's thanking us for running so he can hunt us? Question mark. I hold him. Oh gosh. I say to him in ancient Sylvan. Oh gosh. You seem to have us at a disadvantage. Could I have a name?
He hears you speak in ancient Sylvan, and as I said before, I am not going to just translate everything to Italian. But what you guys are able to, unintelligible to everyone but Cass, you're able to hear.
You speak my tongue. That is so incredibly rare these days. Grazie.
Happy to be of service.
But my name is Scerrietto Pavalacqua.
And at that point, he then switches to common and says,
And just for the ease of your traveling party, that I would assume would be listening right now, I want to speak in a language we can all understand. But I apologize, I am still, como se dice, getting used to a common.
Well, happy to be a group for you to practice your common with.
You are incredibly polite.
I don't hear that often. That's kind of you to say.
I know, my research largely said the opposite. But apologies for not seeing you at the slaughterhouse. Truth be told, my carriages should have gone to the entrance and not the music. But what can I say? I enjoy the theatrics. No, you're coughing. It's okay. Just take a step back.
I'm so sorry, I inhaled my seltzer.
No, it's all right. I mean, I would assume that my protector has already burned that wagon, correct?
Oh, you bet. Torched it real good.
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna this is very jovial music for this conversation. And with that, I want everybody here to give me an investigation check, no disadvantage on the carriage that is burning.
Is this about Fae, Fiend, or Undead?
It would be, yes.
Okay.
11.
11?
17.
17?
Oh my god,
all
we're all dying.
That's a 2.
That's a 2? Excellent. Sherry, hearing that, you look over, and even the ash-covered ground, these smoldering black remnants of a field, you are able to see claw marks and paw marks in the, just basically in the ash and the ground leading away from the fire, as you realize that somehow Havoc, and Chaos orbited around you, found a carriage, burned it, and then hid.
For fear of being listened in on, I just exchange a look with Cass and Hathor and spur the horse faster in the direction we're heading.
Okay.
I'm doing tighter circles around us with Sacred Flame ready to go.
Okay.
How do you spell this guy's name?
Shariat. I'll send it out. I'll send it out to the Discord right now.
Thank you.
Boop and boop and boop and there we go. Boop. There you go.
Sharietto Pavelacqua.
You begin to move faster. Hathor tighter circles, Shari spurring the horse. Cass, anything that you do?
Because it's probably the only thing I can do, I am readying an Eldritch Blast in my hand for the sight of any unfriendlies.
Okay. As you guys just don't respond to him, basically. You get
what did he say last?
Oh, it's you guys kind of are like, you guys recognize what's happening because he was like, F burned the carriage already, most likely, and you're like, uh-oh, and you guys just start hoofing it basically as fast as you can.
I say, good help is so hard to find these days. Where did you source yours?
Well, you speak of a good help. She was bested by the three of you.
Well, she's good. Can't help that we're better.
That is still to be determined, but again, without my protector, I would simply be nothing.
That's humble of you to say.
I am just an old man with one more hunt in me.
What is it an old man wants with us?
The Pavel boy. Preferably.
He asks very quickly, he goes,
To who am I speaking right now?
That's a complicated question.
I enjoy your cagey nature. But if it is not the Pavel boy, perhaps the ones in the castle will do. But that is a conversation for another time.
Sorry, I'm just writing these things down.
You are all right. I simply wanted to come and make a connection with those that could best my dogs. Oh, you hurt them so dearly. And you scared them too. The one with the pink hair and the fire. It is what my protector told me. There was some kind of aura that scared them, no?
She's quite impressive.
Certainly she is, yes. It is so rare that I have to deal with failure. But you tell her that although I am impressed, it won't be so easy next time.
We could say the same to you.
Yes, well, everyone in my carriage right now is going to cringe at my pun, but old dogs can learn new tricks.
I like a pun. You say one in the castle will do as well. Will do for what? Let's speak plainly.
Oh, but where is the fun in that? At the end of the... Oh, I'm so sorry.
No,
Please.
you go.
I interrupted you on the phone. I'm telling you to speak.
Just... Sometimes the best part of poker is when you lay down all your cards.
You are a fan of the old games. As I said before, I am very old. And I was very old before I was killed. It will be my last hunt. Win or lose. But before I go, I was given a second chance to bring out the great history that sleeps across these plains, and I intend to do it.
I wish you the best of luck.
The same to you and all of your companions.
The white antlers. Wait, no, never mind. I don't say that.
Okay.
I don't think that was them. Thanks for the conversation, but I hope we don't meet again.
I have the creeping suspicion that we will. But run as fast as you can. We are heading southwest. Back to my home, I presume.
Your home? Where might that be?
Oh, and I thought this conversation was over.
Oh. Well, you left me with one more question. Where is home?
You will see. You will see. Don't worry. We will follow you there. And perhaps we will be the ones to take you. But again, thank you from an old man that simply wanted to feel alive once more. This hunt will be one of the best.
I sure hope.
And the Sending Stone deactivates.
He's so scary.
Just an old Italian man.
Oh, man.
Question.
Yes.
Would mending spell repairs, single break or tear in an object you touch, as long as the break or tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension, I probably couldn't use mending on the carriage, right?
I'm doing the math. I'm doing like some stuff in my head right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost charred ash and is falling apart.
Yeah.
I don't know the extent to which the mending spell works. And it's already lost one of its wheels.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that, like, you know, just laying the cards on the table and just kind of being as factual as possible about it.
Yeah. It was just a thought I had.
Okay, no problem. But yes, anything to say about that interaction?
This man is chasing us. He hired old lady Cherie and her dogs. Unclear what it is he wants from us. He wants Amadeus
Sounds
or
like
one
he
of the
wants a
Pavels. Yeah. But unclear what for. And he said that he's that this will be his last hunt, win or lose, and that he's going home and he might take us there. Can I make a history check on that name, Charietto Pavelac? It has Pavel in it, which is interesting. Pavelaqua.
You want to make a hit?
Pavelaqua.
You want to make a history check?
Yeah, history check.
Yeah, what are you looking for specifically?
If it has Pavel in it, if the aqua part of it means anything, like if I've ever heard it before, read it in any books.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a history check then.
Can I also make a history check?
Yes, you can.
Can I make it based on the fact that he said I was old before I was killed and like given a second chance?
Yes, you can, absolutely.
So I get advantage because I assume that means
Fae
Fiend
Fiend or
undead.
I got a natural 20.
I also got a natural 20.
we know this man's social security number.
I want to know his Ashley Madison password. I want to know his birthday. I want to know his fucking social security number.
I want to know boxers or briefs.
With a joint insight that often escapes Cass and Cherie.
History.
Yes, of course.
Herstory.
Okay.
Herstory.
So, I mean, I gotta honor that in a more complicated way than I would usually expect. It was history from both of you.
Yes.
I'm going to, because I don't want to sound like an asshole here. I want both of you to tell me what you want to gain from this. So, Darby, I'm going to ask you again what specifically you want to know, and then I'll give you as much as I can with that question. I'm going to ask Kate the same thing. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to know any background about this man that would help me understand what it is he wants with the Pavels.
Okay. Understood. 1, immediately, Pavel's in his name. That's super fucking strange.
Yeah.
What he wants with the Pavel specifically. With a natural 20, he said, we are going to my home. Either you will get there or I will take you there, essentially. Without a doubt in your mind, he's talking about Herb Corte. Herb Corte is his home.
Okay.
And the fact that he is stupid old, you think, yeah, basically, through his own confession, speaking here, you immediately think back to the Leshy and the Leshy's trees and all those rings and how long it was between the slumber and the awakening and how things kind of shifted then. And you immediately understand this is a Fae creature. This is a Fae creature that was affected by whatever happened with the Leshy and everything like that. And with all the Fae creatures that are waking up everywhere, the same thing affected this person. But it almost seems like he's more important. Like he wasn't just a bystander, but was someone significant enough to live in a castle. Make sense?
Yes.
Is that enough? Do you want anything? And what he wants with the Pavels, sadly, even with a nat 20, I can't give you specifics, but what I can say is that it's clear that he doesn't need Cass or Amadeus or just you two specifically. He just needs a Pavel, and it was the easiest to get Amadeus. Make sense?
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, and also, you also now know that Ear to Ear did not send out ransom letters only to the Pavels. They went other places. That's the only way that he could have known about that. And you guys now know why he appeared at the same time that you guys did. Wherever the ransom letter went to that he was coming from, you guys got it at basically the same time, or if not the same time, he got it and started traveling and just happened to get there at the same time that you guys did.
Okay.
Make sense?
Interesting. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And that is bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that enough? Is that good?
Yes, definitely.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Kate, what do you want to know?
I want to know about like his nature, because he said I was old before I was killed. I was given a second chance. Just like with that clicking, and I guess if Cass shared that information about him being a very powerful Fae creature, I want to see if I can recall if that name rings a bell, or if a very old Fae creature rings a bell with any research I've done, or just being out and about. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give as much as I can regarding that.
Yeah.
We're going to go with him and then his overall vibes. Okay? That's the order that we're going to go. Sharietto Pavelacqua. Sherry, being the most straight played character in the world, would immediately recognize that he said, pardon the pun, an old dog can learn new tricks. Mm-hmm. With that, you immediately get this. You would just know this through whatever means makes the most sense. He is known as a dog folk. Sherrieto Pavalakwa is not a human, is not a man in the literal sense. He is essentially a dog race, essentially.
Okay.
I think the official name is like Canis, but I don't want to say that, so...
Fair.
You automatically get the sense that, although very old, there is a great amount of power within him, that it seems that he is like storing up for one last final ride. I'm trying to think of other things. Can you restate your question for me? I want to make sure I'm hitting all the points.
I want to know his nature.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Hathor, give me a religion check with advantage.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Hathor, you're kind of thinking about this as well. And Sherry, so Sherry, you would know this in the most like in the most knowledgeable sense, in the way of like, I read this in a book and so I know it in the most factual way possible. Hathor, you would know this in the way that you have seen people practicing this, and you have seen people or you have interacted with those that are a practitioner. Speaking on the topic of tarot, really quickly, I'm going to be clear as a DM above table and say that I am not a personal practitioner, and so Moss is, and so Moss will probably, we will have many more conversations about this, but again, speaking above table, I want to be as respectful as possible. I cannot speak to what I'm about to say is not the end-all be-all, whatever interpretations are correct. I simply did research and applied my research to this in the most respectful way possible. So both Hathor and Sherry coming to this information at the same time. Sherrieto, chariot. And you now get the sense, and you think, you're trying to think about his nature. In regards to the chariot within tarot, and again, just my own personal research. I'm not going to say that every time, just want to make it very clear. My own interpretation. Mm-hmm. It is in regards to being driven, to focusing in on your goals and pursuing them, in some interpretations, relentlessly. And Sherry and Hathor in the religious sense, Sherry in the hunter sense, it's this feeling that this individual, Sherrieto, has marked you as a quarry and is willing to go to the ends of the earth to seize you. And especially with his goals, there will be no distractions. And he enjoys that. How am I doing, Moss? That good? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If I can ask one more question. So I generally share all that information. Do Hathor and Sherry share all of that as well?
Yeah.
Because one question, Amadeus had mentioned being walked around on all fours like a dog. Do we get the sense that that is a coincidence, or is that significant in some way to Sherrieto?
You get the sense, that is so smart, I'm not going to even give you a roll for that, that in another timeline, hypothetically, in some way, again, relating to Fae and everything like that, that these worshippers of Mob, worshippers of the Unseelie, this magic infecting their minds, it's almost like they were given premonitions of things, as if they had more knowledge. Like, they were being given like all these like crazy visions through like drugs and religious experiences that they didn't know how to interpret it, and so they just showed it in the most abstract way possible. And the sense of Amadeus being walked like a dog, you can now see the connection there.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
I'm so proud of you, Darby. That was excellent.
Let's go. All right.
All right.
And I suppose we are moving very quickly away,
Yep.
very
Yep.
alert, very head on a swivel.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay. You continue to move. And we're going to speed up the contracts a little bit. All right. First and foremost, weather check and a random event check. Who wants to do it for day 2?
I'll do weather. Somebody else do random encounter. That
I'll
was
do-
scary as fuck.
Yeah, go ahead, Darbs. Go ahead, Darbs.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, random encounter. I got a 4 for random encounter.
I got an 8 for weather.
Oh. Oh.
Lock into those real quick. I'm going to come back to you. So it was Darby for the random encounter, and it was Moss for the weather, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Just want to make sure. Moss. For the weather.
Wowie.
Throughout the night, keeping yourselves as active as possible, eyes up, on a constant sentry duty. That is exhausting to do, as you know that that most likely F and Havoc and Chaos are right around you guys. And you are not at any point during the evening attacked. But as the evening continues, clouds begin to form, and rain begins to patter onto all of you. And you begin to feel the caked on dried manure begin to wash off of your clothing in the rain, and the fields begin to turn into minefields of muck and mud. Hathor, you fly. So with your perception, if you would like, or survival or nature, you can point out places to avoid, but your straight path becomes one that is zigzagged and worried, as those traveling on the ground have to be slowed to a degree. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Darby, random event. That was a 4, correct?
That was a 4.
Okay.
I'm sure that's really good.
It's fine. You said we weren't attacked.
Okay. As the group continues, we're going to get to the con checks in a little bit, but these things are going to basically work in conjunction because again, we're speeding this up. Hathor, you're able to see it first, and Sherry, Cass, and Amadeus are able to see it. Visibility not being that bad as the storm is not that severe, but you are able to look and see in front of you by about a half mile a herd of sheep. 500 heads in total. This is a massive herd for an industrial operation. And you're able to see 5 Pavel guards acting as their guards because the sheep would be easy pickings for hungry wolves. With all of that, what do you guys do?
First, I'm going to, in abundance of caution, divine sense, ping, ping, ping. Any undead, celestial, or fiends.
Nothing around you right now.
Okay. I'm going to pull my cape and cloak up high over my head, hide my face, tuck my hair in, put the glasses on.
Okay.
And just kind of keep my head down.
Just avoiding recognition in general.
Yep.
Awesome. Sherry and Hathor, what's the plan?
Following Cass's lead of
Following Cass?
Trying to lie low.
Okay. And Hathor?
I will fly down close to Cass and say, do we want to let the Pavel guards know? Is there any way they can let anyone know? Or are we just gonna put them in danger?
Oh, right. The people coming up behind us.
It may be wise not to alert them to our location, even if they could do anything to help.
If we go through the herd of sheep, does that offer us more protection than if not? Because sheep will react to wolves.
That's true. And it would do a bit to muddy our tracks as well. It's just a matter of if the guards will allow it.
They have to. You are a Babel. It should work.
Yeah. Okay.
Immediately.
Also-
No, what's up?
Would I know if the guards would have like any means of communicating back with the castle, or would they not have anything?
Nothing
like
that advanced. No.
Okay. For sure.
But I will say, everybody here, that's really fucking a cool idea of going into the middle of the pack of sheep. Everybody here, give me a quick animal handling check.
21.
21?
16.
16?
13.
13. All of you are able to recognize that these Pavel guards are not leading these sheep probably like deeper into the plains to keep them grazing. Most likely they're on their way back to a nearby barn or like a nearby collection of barns or a pen to make sure that like these sheep kind of weather the weather. Make sense? Whether or not that influences your decision, it's totally up to you. Or you can just hijack 500 sheep and just rock with them for a couple days.
I pull the mule up next to where Amadeus is on the back of Cherie's horse.
Okay.
To kind of explain the plan to him. Say to the guards that we'll need to be traveling through this herd of sheep, and that it's fine and they don't need to worry about it.
Oh, they'll listen to me. Mm-hmm.
I know.
Okay. And so the plan is for you guys to get in the middle of the herd of sheep, and then move where? Are you going back to the barn that they're going towards, or are you just trying to cut directly through them?
Cut directly through.
Yeah, I think directly through.
Yeah.
Okay. Immediately you're able to watch as, not having to roleplay it, Amadeus approaches one of the Pavel guards and kind of muffled off.
I'll bring the horse up to the guards.
Up to the guards, immediately looks to you. They have these like leather cloaks, like hoods up as like water just kind of like draining down around them, and they look over and just go, "This sucks. This sucks." And Amadeus and this guard have a very quick conversation. Cherie just giving you the generals. Very rude, very disrespectful. The Pavel guard still salutes and moves his mount out of the way, kind of grabs a crop, kind of moves some sheep, and begins to make a little indentation to part this sea of sheep and allow you guys to pass directly through. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys pass directly through the sheep, quick check there.
What's your role in there?
Well, you're all deafened by just a bunch of sheep all around. That's what sheep make. All around you.
I'm flying up to see if any sheep like have a startle or disturbance, around us.
Hawthor, you're able to go high in the sky. No disturbances.
Okay.
All right. And we can now get on to the con checks as you guys are able to cut your way through and continue your way southwest towards Herb Corte. Con check number 1. I'm going to need you guys to hit a DC 14 with no rest, or a DC 12 if you take a short rest that day.
I hit a 14 exactly.
14?
17.
17?
9.
9.
Oh,
Damn.
bestie!
All right.
I feel like Cherie should get advantage because if anybody has done endurance training, it's her.
We can
so
swap
good.
out and put Amadeus in front again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he can ride, or he can take the mule, whichever.
Yes, it is a rainy day. Largely the sun is not a factor, but you know that time is passing, and we can go on to the second con check of the day. And if Cherie, if you want to take a short rest, you can make those checks to see if you can lose exhaustion levels.
Yeah, I think when we talked to the guards, Amadeus and I swapped so that he was riding the horse and I will rest and I will
Okay.
try again. Yep. I'm good.
Okay, you succeed on that one. And then please then give me a DC 12 con check or con save.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a 14.
Got it. Cass and Hathor. Cass and
Hathor?
Hathor. Both
Hathor.
another DC 14 for me, please.
Awesome.
Oh, exactly 14.
14?
Ooh.
10.
10. Exactly 14. Got it.
Second.
And then moving into the evening, any short rests here before we do the last con check of day 2?
After my short rest, I will boot Amadeus onto Pinecone.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I help with the transition, and I will call up to Hathor and tell her to come down for a rest.
Sorry, there's a bug. Hathor is sluggish in her response, but she comes down. She climbs onto your horse, hands you her broom without looking at you, and says, "If you have to pick between me and the broom, you should pick the broom," and completely passes out onto the horse.
I will not do that. And I will. I'll keep the broom in front of me in the saddle.
Okay, sounds good. So it's
You
Hathor.
use it as like a roller coaster bar so Hathor doesn't fall off
Yep.
the horse.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So for day 2, short rest, that would be Cherie and Hathor. So both they're going to get those rest benefits. Cass, any rest?
What does it do if I haven't taken any exhaustion for the short rest?
If you haven't taken any exhaustion, exhaustion doesn't impact the short rest. Well, if you haven't taken any exhaustion, you just roll everything normally.
Okay.
But if you do short rest, it lowers the DC by 2.
Oh, okay. Then I reluctantly turn to Amadeus. This is the safest we're gonna be, surrounded by sheep. You take the reins for this ass a little while, and I will take a short rest.
That phrase just struck the part of my brain. Okay, short rest. So it's going to be a DC 12 con save or con check.
Okay. 12. Thank God, because that was exactly 12.
Okay, final one of the day, and then for Cherie and Hathor, both getting that rest, a DC 12 con save or con check from both of you.
Yep.
Got it.
DC what?
A DC 12.
Well.
I got a 12.
12? Okay.
Oh.
Second day, rainy, muddy, muggy, miserable, wet, covered in mud, no longer smell like shit, and somehow that's a bad thing. So, you guys continue. The sun sets and the rain breaks. And we go into the evening of the second day.
Give it up for day 2.
Day 2. What you rolling? What you
What's that
doing?
for?
Nighttime falls.
Okay.
I need to roll. I need to give another roll. I'm so sorry.
Why?
Cass on Alwyn, Amadeus on Alwyn, Cherie on the mount, Hathor on the broom.
Yeah.
So Hathor's. Aren't you on the mount, resting on?
That was a short
on the
rest.
mount?
We're gonna say back on the broom if you want to be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Makes sense.
Then I think we should put Amadeus back on the horse with Cherie.
It's like that thing where you stop at stoplights and you change, change seats, but you're moving the car still. So, Okay. Hathor. In the silence of night, you snap back to your senses from whatever droopy eyes are overtaking you just due to now being 48 hours with no long rest. a ballista bolt shoots past the side of your head, narrowly missing you and taking a strand of hair out of your head as as F just fired at you and missed.
And I turn around to look at where it came from and make a perception check.
You certainly can, absolutely. Cherie on the mount. Give me a d20 roll and beat a 12 for me.
Am I adding anything?
You are not, no, because you're making a wisdom save for this horse.
That is a 14.
With a 14? Hathor, what was your perception?
What dice? What dice? This dice.
This dice.
This dice indeed. That's a 23.
The 23. Glitzing pink fire almost comes up as an instinct for you, and you are able to see it briefly illuminate the grasslands, as wet as they are. And riding atop Havoc, you are able to see the shine against her chrome armor, F in the reeds, momentarily before your embers sputter out and darkness once again.
Sacred Flame at Havoc.
Absolutely, give me an attack roll.
That's a dex saving throw, 14.
Oh, not a problem at all. I got Havoc's card right here. And Cherie, the reason that I had you make that save is because lunging out of the grasslands towards your mount specifically, you hear, and it's the clasping of teeth right in front of the horse, not in an effort to hurt it, but in an effort to scare it and have it buck you off. And although you hear the horse and go back onto its rear legs, you're able to hold onto the reins, look at Havoc, and then look at Chaos, and then go back down onto all fours as the horse tries to fight you, but you're able to wrangle it back under control. Fails the dex save.
Is the wolf undead?
The wolf is undead, yes.
Okay, that's 2d8 radiant damage. 10 points of radiant damage to Havoc, as it's just this blast of, and like Hathor just kind of like snarls, her eyes go completely black as she's just like, fuck you!
With 10 points of radiant damage, you're able to hear, as you watch, and you're actually able to see the fur has not grown back, but as the flame kind of trails into the darkness and ignites several strands of grass, you're able to notice that the wounds that were made by Cass and Cherie and yourself on Havoc have not re-healed completely, but have began to knit themselves back together with this like crude gray undead flesh. And
I just start doing basically suppressing fire on them with Sacred Flame just over and over and over again.
It is the only thing illuminating a dark night with no torches, with no light. It is this flying figure casting this flame into grass. And if tell me if this makes sense. Even after you see the shine of F's armor disappear away from this, disappear away from the spot that you like put this fire on, you just keep, even though you're missing, you just keep throwing it over and over again.
And I'm like, the higher I fly, I just throw it over. I'm like, I think at a certain point, Hathor almost falls off her broom. She's so exhausted.
Okay. 2 days no sleep ain't good.
No! Slave! To Brooklyn!
Okay.
Till Castle on Tray.
From Corte!
Castle on Tray.
I don't know.
Eastbound.
No.
Okay, we're gonna get through one more day and then we're gonna call it for tonight, all right?
No.
Okay. So,
We can do it in 3.
welcome to day 3!
Day 3.
Okay, actually, yeah, because you guys are just booking it straight there. I will say this. If...
Please?
If the weather improves for this day, I will say that you guys can make it by the end of... You guys can make it by the morning of the 4th day. So you won't have to make 3 additional con saves or con checks. You'll be able to make it by, like, the sun will be rising on day 4. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. And before we do that, I'm going to say dex checks from everybody to see if that is just a general... To see if you make it the time from the rain that occurred on day number 2.
Dex checks.
Dex checks. I'm going to say everybody here beat a 14 for me.
15.
15?
I rolled a 19 and a 20.
Damn.
Because I have disadvantage. So that's a 23.
23. Okay.
I got a 10, but question
Okay.
for ya. My channel divinity resets on short rests, and I took one yesterday. Can I use that to give myself advantage? Because that gives me advantage on dex and strength.
Absolutely, you
Thanks.
can. 100%.
Sick.
Oh, yeah.
I will do that. And I will throw it out of the box. That
count.
is a... What if I wanted to count?
Oh, then yes, then it counts. And
It was
I
just
said
in the wrong part of the box. but
Oh,
still a box.
that's fine. That's fine.
And
That's
it's
fine.
and it's a 17.
Okay.
There we go.
It's a harrowing feeling when it is an endurance test and a speed test. However, you guys, after the rain subsides, are able to pick up the pace, and Hathor, not even calling out the pits of mud anymore, are able to spur your mounts in such a way, Hathor whipping it on the broom, are able to just splash through the mud, basically putting caution to the wind in an effort to go as fast as possible to beat your pursuers and beat your own body's exhaustion before it can take you out. And we get to day... This is the... and we get to day 3.
Day
Give it up for
three.
day 3. Okay. Weather roll. And now, admittedly, you will be getting there on the morning of day 4 with those checks. Okay? So it's possible it's going to be the last weather roll that we do. We will see. All right? I need a weather roll. I need a random encounter roll.
Darby, you do weather, because I think we've all done weather, except you.
Okay.
I'll do encounter.
Pull this one. Pull the sharp, pretty pink one. Just like Hathor.
Oh,
I got a 13.
13.
I got to 6 for the encounter.
6 for the encounter. And a 13 for the weather. We're going to get to the weather a little bit later, okay? We're going to get to the weather at the end of the day, not the beginning. But you're able to feel wind against your face. For the random encounter, I'm going to have to make some attack rolls against the horse. Cherie's horse specifically.
Can I do anything? Can I interpose? No, I can't. I can't do shit. I've been circling around them.
You know what?
You have your thing. You have your thing, and you can do a reaction, right?
I do have my thing. I can do my thing 4 times.
Yes, so you are currently within the, again, tall reeds all around you, back in this grazing area, unkempt grass, and Hathor kind of being above. Cherie, you feel the horse begin to kind of fight you a little bit, and you know that danger is near.
Okay.
2 attacks are going to hit the horse, all right? Hathor, what do you want to do?
Reaction.
Okay.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Okay.
And this is the wolf, not F. If it will, whoever's attacking.
Okay.
I'm imagining it's the wolf. I don't know.
Wisdom save for 1 or both of them?
It's a reaction, so it's only for 1.
Okay, not a problem. That is going to be a 3 on the die.
You are charmed by me until the end of your next turn. While charmed, the creature cannot attack and must use all of its movement to get as close to you as possible, though it will not move through obviously dangerous locations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. You look, and Hathor, you're able to see shifting and moving grass 3 different figures moving through, and you don't even think, and you immediately lunge out with this charming magic to try to take it away, and you're able to take, so 1 attack misses, 1 attack from 1 figure misses, 1 attack from another figure hits, but they're then charmed by you, but 1 attack still goes through. And running out, what's up?
Is it done by the same creature, those 2 attacks?
No, different creatures. And happening simultaneously, lunging out and biting into the horse's thigh. Hathor, you're able to notice, rushing out of the reeds into a small clearing, you're able to see, and you're able to see a small fox sit down underneath where you are as a fox latches onto the horse's thigh and begins tearing out, doing 6 points of damage to it. A simple random wilderness encounter hurting your mount.
Oh my
What?
god.
Are these foxes rabid? What the fuck?
Hathor, as you look towards the, I'm not even shitting you right now, as you look towards the mouth of the fox that is sitting, you're able to see a small bit of white dribble coming out of its mouth. And Sherry, looking down towards the bite that is looking down to the bite that is now the fox that is latched onto your horse, white foam coming out of its mouth.
Out of the horse's mouth?
No, oh my god, that is rapid rabies. We would not be alive.
Rapid rabies.
Out of the fox's mouth before the fox detaches and just kind of begins kind of like standing towards the horse.
How's the horse looking? Like, did that wound it grievously, or?
Let me just, I don't know if I said it before.
How the fuck? Damn. I feel like that's too much damage for a fox to a horse.
It's just 1d6.
The horse can just kick it.
So it's 1d6 with no modifier, and I rolled a 6 on the d6. The horse I'm sorry, I misspoke before. The horse has 7 hit points left.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I will because Amadeus is on the horse, right? That's why these things are attacking.
The foxes?
Or just in general, like the wolf and F and all them.
The wolf. So far, the wolf and F are you. You don't even know where they are. They are not
Okay.
even. They are nowhere involved in this encounter.
Right. We established Amadeus is on the horse with me.
Yes, Amadeus is on the horse. Yes.
Okay. Then I lean back, like kind of like pushing into him a bit as I reach down to the horse's thigh and I give it some healing hands. So it takes 4 hit points back of healing.
Excellent.
Can I kick this fox?
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
Okay. Just like unarmed strike?
Yep, absolutely.
Use your blade, Spider-Man.
That's a 10. Does that hit a fox?
AC a 10. Foxes are not that strong. And
Fuck that fox.
I'm going to say that, like, without having to bog anything down, Sherry, you see this fox jump up, latch onto the horse's thigh, and with one powerful strike of your boot, you're able to crush this fox's skull with your kick and kill it immediately.
It's misery.
With the fox currently looking up at Hathor, being like, just kind of like, just kind of screaming. What do you do?
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame is like, thank you, and is incinerated. And one final rabid fox runs off into the reeds and is gone.
Fuck you.
All right. Sherry, you immediately see white foam latched onto the horse's wound.
Can I, as I'm healing, can I also tap on a lesser restoration? Would that help with that?
Oh my god, what a good idea.
What'd you say? Oh, you cut out for a hot
Oh,
second.
so sorry. Oh, what a good idea. Yes, absolutely. Give me a quick, and Hathor, if you want to help, and Cass, if you want to help as well, a medicine check. I'm going to say DC 13.
All of us?
Yes.
Okay.
6.
15.
23.
23.
Woo!
The horse being
I've
hurts
dealt
very
with
bad,
rabies
and
before.
you guys immediately recognize that. What's up, Darby?
Oh no, I was nodding.
Oh, okay, just locked in, and you guys are immediately like, You guys are able to remember. Cherie immediately is like, my horse is hurt, and that is the only thought encompassing your exhausted mind. Where for Cass working with animals, Hawthorne working with medicine, rabies bites are not 100%. Do not have 100% infection rates, and you guys immediately treat the wound as fast as you possibly can, and you know that if this horse has rabies, it will not set in for several weeks. So you do have time to get there before anything else.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes, all right. Okay.
I was, if I can, because you gave it took 6 points and you gave it 4 back, Cherie?
Yes, and I gave it some lesser restoration.
Okay, I'll dump in 2 from my lay on hands pool just to get it back to full.
We're back at full health.
I was mentally already digging a grave for that horse. My goodness. Good job, Cherie. I was like, this horse is gone. This is dead horse.
Bro, it's gone.
13 HP. What's up?
After all of this, Hathor will grit her teeth and then fly like maybe 120 feet up into the air.
Okay.
And fish. If we can cut back to this too, but we'll start yanking out one of her sending stones. See the one that goes to her mom. Tuck it back into her shirt, and to the one for Higgy, she'll take it out and like bloodshot eyes, blear, like just worn down. I think she's more worn down by the lack of magic than anything else. But she is going to call out to Higgy.
Okay. You call out to Higgy high in the sky. What do you say?
I'm not okay. At Pavel's farm, look out for hunters. I love you. If I die, please tell my parents. I loved. Oh no, I don't say that. Their daughter was free always.
Bloodshot eyes. As high as you can be. For a cleric of Aphrodite, the worst you've looked in a long time. You send that message, and in all honesty, at this point, just for fun roleplay purposes, the emotion is either genuine or it's being exaggerated because of the exhaustion. And so the tensions are so incredibly high, and you're focused in on sending this message out, and this morbidity begins weighing on your chest. Can I get a nature check with advantage from you, please?
Dirty. No. 14.
14.
Why is it intelligence? Fuck.
It doesn't help that even up this high in the sky, there's not a moment of silence as there is wind whipping in your ears and blowing your hair all around. It's making the broom difficult to control, and everything is so frustrating right now. It's like when you're tired and you still have to work and you have to do the dishes and your laundry and you just want to take a nap and you can't, and it's all surrounding you, but the wind is picking up, Hawthorne, and you can sense that. 3 more con saves or con checks, and then we're gonna end off on a cliffhanger, all right?
Oh,
Wait, he doesn't say anything back?
Oh shit. Sorry, my bad. Was rocking with the expediency there. He immediately says,
I guess I'll die.
nope, let me, that was my bad entirely. Hold on, I gotta get a map up
Jumps
real.
off room.
I can do it. I can do it. I'm just gonna get this up real quick.
Can do it. I can do it.
But I'm
Holy Hathor!
And I believe it, I fall down.
Immediately, you're able to hear a response, like, and I mean maybe 30 seconds, doesn't even use all of the words, but it is a slight sense of comfort as, and let me know if this is in character for Higgy, very, very gentle, very contemplative, very philosophical, but when people are in danger that he loves, it is that driven, strategic nature of saving them. Begone are all the complexities that might be on top of that. That is a core part of who he is. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to hear, on Resurrection Road, heading to Jolies Pier. I'm coming. And he tells you that he is on his way.
I'm gonna make a dexterity saving throw for just a second.
Okay.
You bitch! What are you doing?
That's
No.
a natural 1.
No!
No! What the fuck? You didn't have to say that!
That's
I think Hathor flies down towards the group, and then 10 feet off the ground just falls off her broom.
Ah.
Can I ride the horse under her to try to catch her?
like a crashing plane. 100%. Yeah.
You said 10 feet.
What was your what was your I'll say, Cherie, give me a I'm gonna say give me a dex check and beat a 14.
15.
Yeah.
15. You're able to see, like, you see Hathor flying around you so much, both of you, Cass and Cherie, and it's like the happy-go-lucky, like, kicking the legs and kind of like hanging off the back of it and kind of being upside down. You see Hathor coming down like a 45-degree angle, and her eyes just can't stay open, and she's plummeting towards the ground. And Cherie, you're able to get under her. How do you catch Hathor?
I halt the horse for a hot sec to like get her location, and then I just Tokyo drift it to get under her, and I a little bit of her praise that it works as she keeps the horse going, and then just holds her arms out to catch her, hoping she does.
Okay. I'm gonna say, Cherie, notable strength. Beating that dex check, you're able to get under Hathor, and although it's rough, it's not like storybook fantasy, whatever. It's very much like Hathor flops face down, and you catch like her thighs and like her collarbones, and you stop her from like hurting herself, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He has a vice-like grip on her broom.
I plop her on the back of Alwyn, and if she can hear me, I say, "Stay!"
She raises a weak thumbs up.
Oh. When you hold the thumbs up, Cassiano kind of grabs your hand and pulls it around his shoulders to kind of like keep you on the back of the horse and holds on.
She doesn't say anything.
Okay. Again, we still haven't gotten to weather. We're gonna do 3. We're gonna do the weather, and then we're gonna end off 3 more con saves or con checks from everybody here. All right, we're on day 3. First question before anybody makes anything. Who's taking a short rest?
Hathor.
Hathor's taking a short rest. 4th, close your eyes. 1 hour.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Okay, short
I
rest
just
there.
take micro naps.
Cherie, Cass, do either of you want Amadeus to lead?
You don't have an exhaustion, do you?
No, I'm
Cass?
okay.
I don't either. I'm also okay. So
Okay.
he can just be passenger princess
Okay.
Yep.
for me.
It's right for him.
Yeah.
Okay. So no sleep, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Awesome. Hathor, it's going to be a DC 14 con save or con check. Cass and Cherie, DC 16.
Okay.
$22.
21.
Nat 1.
Bestie, no! Did you succeed, like,
Once,
percentage-wise?
like once or twice, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Cherie, how many levels of exhaustion is that?
What?
How many levels? So that's one level.
I didn't have any before
it.
this one.
Make
so
sure my records are all clean.
unless you really want to fuck me and give me 2 points for critically failing.
No, shut up.
No, I'm not. I only took one. I'm only taking one.
Only taking one. Good.
I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about the chorus of "You bitch, what are you doing?"
That's gonna be a short for sure. Okay, and then Hathor with that rest, waking back up, excellent. Now for unless anybody resting now, Hathor that short rest being taken care of. Anybody else resting?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna push through.
Tank it. Okay, no problem. Cass, Hathor. All good.
But, for
Any
what?
rest? Any more rest?
Any more rest?
Can I try and roll to see if I get rid of the level of exhaustion that I have?
You absolutely can. That's going to be a DC. That's from day 2, so it's going to be a DC 14.
I
no.
got an 8.
You maintain that level of exhaustion.
Okay.
And we got 2
Hathor
more.
just starts going, I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed right now.
Oh,
I
she's so
take nap right
eepy.
here. I take nap right here.
Oh, I love it.
Good night.
Okay.
Good night.
So,
Go to sleep.
with no additional short rests for the afternoon, DC 16 con save or con check, everybody, please. Thank you.
Forgot there were more.
Fuck.
16.
16.
Yep.
23.
13. I didn't even
Early.
get to remove the level of exhaustion from
Go
my
back to sleep.
character sheet.
Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep.
I get a second level. Fuck.
Yep. So exhaustion so far: Cherie 1 level, Cass 0, Hathor 2.
Cass just built different.
Fuck
Jesus
you,
Christ.
Cass. Fuck you.
This
Cass
is
has had
all
some
of my
rangers.
my dog shit rolls for this whole campaign were all to pay for this.
Yep.
That's what it
Yep.
was for.
We got one more, guys. Is there
Okay.
any rest, or you wanted to keep trucking through?
I'm not
good
swapping with
trucking.
Hathor.
Yeah.
I
Keep
wanna
I got a
truck.
rest.
We gotta
I'm
go.
keep-
I
I'm-
want to be done.
Okay.
Hathor's
DC
Keep
just
on
like,
keeping
let's
on.
go.
DC 16 all around.
Okay. Oh, I almost threw it on the floor. Huh. 21!
21.
Damn, bitch.
22.
10.
Oh.
It's okay. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're
Almost
almost
there.
there.
Only 2 of the 3 of us can ever succeed at a
Yeah.
con
Yeah.
check.
I
Given
cannot win.
Kate, is that 3 levels of exhaustion for Cherie?
No, just 2.
Just 2. Okay.
Just 2. Yeah.
Okay, just 2. Hathor only.
I'm at 2.
Only. Okay, 2. XX. And Cass,
Good.
Cass, you've had ragers, all right. You have had like week-long benders, no sleep
It's
kind of
wild
shit.
to me that like the party boy has been able to stay up late longer than the fucking endurance soldier who's probably trained for this.
There is under all of this, I think for Cassiano is just a level of pure panic that is just keeping him going like a hamster on a wheel. It is just it's like everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's
You're gonna
fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
You're gonna get back to Herb Corte, see a charcuterie board, and pass out. And just like the moment that safety is felt, it's all over.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Which is going to take us into the beginning of day 4. You guys were able to rush through. You were able to get to Herb Corte in 3 days. Now, I'm not saying that you're there yet. You are on your final approach, so no more con checks will be made. And on your final approach, it's beautiful. And it's only like a pixel in your vision that slowly gets bigger. the top of Herb Corte, sitting atop the hill, overlooking the vast plains. To your north and your south, you're able to see these wider, like well-established roads, kind of slimming down towards you from like 30 miles to 25 to 20 until like they're about to converge on the castle itself, and then the castle continues to build in front of you until you're able to see the towers, their structures. You're able to see the base of the castle, you're able to see the grand walls, the bastions, and then you're able to see the outside of the walls, the built up cities like around it, and you're able to see it's only 20 miles away. You guys are 72 hours with no sleep besides 1 hour naps every now and then. You are so incredibly close. What's up, Hawthorne?
I'm getting Channel Divinity ready. I'm
Channel
just
Divinity
getting it ready.
You are in the home stretch. All right. Hathor, those wins from before. I need everybody here to give me a nature check.
Which I will make with disadvantage.
I will give myself guidance. Well, I won't.
Back down.
Oh my dice, no!
Also, for
That's
posterity's
cocked.
sake, as we approach the castle, Cassiano's doing the same. Hood up, head down.
Okay, makes sense.
Inconspicuous.
DM, sir.
Yes.
Is this about Fae Fiend or Undead?
No.
Okay. So then that's a skewer of 6.
A 6.
I got
okay.
a 13, sir.
13.
Sir, I got a 22.
A 22. Everybody's going crazy. Cass, you are hood up, glasses on, looking down at the horse, not really clocking it. You're just like, just keep on going, Pinecone, you got it.
Truckin'.
Cherie, you just see the castle, and in your brain, it's just a walls. Security, please. Here, you continue forward. Hathor. It was those winds. That was the fucking stupidest thing I could have done. Hathor. Those winds from before. Well, yeah, just fucking like you, like a
flying
golfer.
back up on my broom, too.
You are, again, you're circling around the party,
Yeah.
keeping that perception up, and you're able to feel wind now strongly pulling. It's like gray skies above you, even though it's like approaching the morning. Like the sun is up, but it's being blocked by these gray clouds, a gray sky. And Hathor, you feel this wind on your face, coming from the north. And then as you circle around the party, you then feel wind coming from the south. And you feel two separate wind streams like colliding into each other.
Oh no, a cold front is meeting a warm front.
And I
He
need
says that out loud.
I need everybody here to give me a perception check. Okay? And it's Faith Eater Undead, if that helps anybody.
It does not for perception.
Am I allowed to? Do I have reason to activate
21.
my divine sense?
I
I
would
got
say save
21.
that. 21?
I got 21.
I got a 19.
19?
Not one.
Well, Faith Eater Undead.
I don't get advantage for perception.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped the gun on that one. All right.
It's okay. I mean, can we make it another roll that I do get advantage on?
What would the advantage be for Faith Eater Undead?
Investigation.
I have it on Arcana, History, Investigation, Nature, Religion, and Survival.
I will say survival check. Yes.
Survival?
My
Okay.
apologies. You can make a survival check with advantage because
No, it's okay.
Oh, okay, got it.
So, but straight roll because I have disadvantage.
Yes.
because of exhaustion.
Yes.
Yep. Hey, that's a 22.
22. All right.
22.
You guys continue to approach, okay? 15 miles out. 10 miles out. 5 miles out. And now the paths are as close as they could be. You are able to see them to your north and your south beginning to converge. And in front of you, Cass and Hathor, you see something. Cherie, scanning the environment, you see something. Which one of you... Well, actually, no. Cherie, now that this grass is becoming well tapered and well taken care of, emerging out from behind you, you're able to see Havoc, Chaos, and F. Now, they're about 120, 150 feet away from you, but you see that the lower stances of wolves then begin, as if they were stalking, begin to raise up, as if they're about to pounce and try to attack you guys. And you realize that F, Havoc, and Chaos simply bided their time and waited until you guys would be the most tired, the lowest on resources, and this, at the finish line, is where it's going to be most satisfying for them to pounce. And perhaps to your benefit, but perhaps to your detriment, you look forward by about 3 miles. 2 wind fronts meeting each other. Spiraling and growing right in front of you. The reeds all around you, whipping and thwapping, which sounds like bullwhips. The hair on all of your heads beginning to go absolutely crazy in every which direction. The fur of Havoc and Chaos being matted and thrown and blown around, spiraling out of the gray clouds above you, is a tornado, which is going to touch down in between the path of Herb Corte and you. Now, it is not directly in a straight line stopping you, but you are able to see as it touches down in a field miles off. You are able to see chunks of dirt, chunks of grass, chunks of sod, small little signposts begin to and begin to be sucked into this tornado as you guys have to rapidly approach Herb Corte or be decimated by the wolves hunting you or the nature trying to kill you. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Boy, howdy.
Oh my god.
We rolled a tornado!
You rolled a tornado. Yes, you did. Ladies and gentlemen, we all having a good time.
Oh yeah!
Tomorrow, right? We're playing tomorrow.
I gotta get out when to
We
meet.
gotta go. We gotta go.
Look, it's a tornado. That's so funny.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
We sure ain't.
Psych.
Well,
We're in sepia.
because I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it, and I was like, weather effects. It's either rain or sunny. What else can I do? And I was like, wait a minute. This is just flat grassland for hundreds of miles. This is just Kansas. This is like obviously.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Hawthorne, you're going
job,
in that
everybody.
tornado. You're
job.
going in that
Fantastic.
tornado, buddy.
Oh my god. You're in the air.
No!
No, I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying it's miles away, but it's gonna basically go because tornadoes don't like hills, and they just try
You
to
gotta
stick to
get on the ground.
Yep.
Oh man.
I only have 27 hit points. I cannot get melee with these guys.
Or with the tornado. You cannot get melee with a tornado.
I'm just a little guy.
Spin you up like a NutriBullet.
So
Give me a
yes,
protein shake.
Crunch you up.
thank you so much for telling me to hurry up with the con checks because that could have taken us like 3 sessions just to get out of the castle. I appreciate you telling me to
Yeah.
hurry the fuck up. Thank you.
Of course.
No, but
Yeah.
okay. So, quick detox because it is 11 o'clock. I don't want to take too much of your time. How was the stress of that? How was that?
Oh, it was there. It was there.
Should we
It was
say,
there.
should we close our stream or do we want? I don't know.
You know what?
I don't
Actually, it is 11 o'clock. I think it's best if people just have the option to dip. But thank you for anybody that came to the table today and wanted to watch us do this. Ending at 11 o'clock. Everybody have a wonderful evening and tune in probably sometime next week for Allatour. It was tornado puns.
Tornado.
Twister.
Twister.
All
We're
right.
doing this tomorrow.
Much love, everybody. Have a wonderful time. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.
Good night.
Mwah.